Hello, 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 everyone. We got another headcannon in the house, and yes, we're taking a look at some of Pega W4 Productions OCs. Yes, 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 yes. Good guess, everyone. Yeah, we're taking a look at some of Pega W4 Productions OCs. And these ones are interesting because they're brand new. At least in terms of their basis. Anyways, we're gonna be taking a look at his OCs. Isaac, Charlotte, and Robert. So, let's get into this. Okay, so buckle up. This is going to be a long one. Let's start with Isaac, since even though he arrived on the line near Kildane second. So in 1960, there was an area that opened up near Kildane that had a toy factory, an ice cream factory, a dairy, and a bakery. Yeah, and in case you guys are wondering, no, Isaac is not the first engine to arrive on the line, like I said earlier. Oh, in case you're wondering what his basis is, Isaac is a BD well tank. Which is actually my ideal basis for a hot one, by the way. Anyways, given his personality, just laying, after Robert arrived on the line in 1961, Isaac arrived a few years later, and if you're wondering what his personality is, he is snooty and boastful, but he means well. He is painted up in NWR red, as you can see, complete with a blue running board and the number 30 on its buffer beam. Well, that's everything about him out of the way. I might as well get into my take on him. Well, I like to think that he, along with Charlotte and Robert, are sometimes allowed to venture out and see other parts of the railway. We only hear we only hear a little bit about their story, so it's not a possibility. I like to think that he is sometimes loaned to the Normanby branch to help out Arthur, or pulling and pushing fish trains. He doesn't mind hauling fish trains, though. I like to think when he's not snooty and boastful, he is happy to do any work he is given with no fuss. Because he's just trying to be helpful. Although he can be boastful, like I said earlier. Really. Too easy of a job for me. But like I said earlier, he meant well. And he may bicker with Charlotte and Robert from time to time, but they're still good friends at the end of the day. So that's Isaac. Now then, let's move on to the only diesel engine on the line, Charlotte. Now, Charlotte, like I said earlier, is the only diesel engine on the line. In case you're wondering what her basis is, she is a She is a Class 03 diesel shunter. So, yeah, she's not Mavis's sibling. Mavis is a Class 04, and Charlotte is a Class 03. There's a huge difference. And given that most diesels on Soda are either painted up in black, green, or blue, she wanted to be painted up in yellow. And I think I know why, because, well, why not? Because we want her to... I guess Peckett wanted her to stand out. And plus, the yellow paintwork matches her personality anyway. She is sunny, she is happy and friendly, letting you know. I might as well get into my take on her. I like to think that she's like Isaac and Robert, who I'll get into in a bit. I like to think that she is sometimes allowed to venture out and is loaned to the Farquhar Quarry. Yeah. Some edges will often joke around with her, saying that she and Mavis look alike. Charlotte didn't mind. She just laughed back at them. Given the few differences between them, besides them being different members of a different class, is that she has yellow paintwork, like a wheel arch, a purple running board, and is lacking in side plates, and a cow catcher as well. And many other differences you could probably see. She is just a friendly diesel who is trying to make friends with everyone she meets. Steam or diesel, she doesn't mind. Just trying to be helpful with everyone. And I guess when Isaac and Robert are having fights or bickering back at each other, Charlotte is usually the engine who comes in and makes them get along. But she's still good friends with them. And just helping everyone out. That's Charlotte. Now then, on to Robert. Now, Robert is interesting. Because, well, if you want to know what this basis is, Robert is an LNER Z4. And just to let you all know, he was the first engine to arrive on the line in 1961, I believe. And given that he was the first engine to arrive on the line, that also probably means that he's also the oldest as well. I like to think that he sometimes bickers at Isaac and Charlotte, like, I don't need anyone to tell me what to do. I know this line and its tracks better more than any other engine. If you want to know what his personality is, that should probably give you a clue. He is mean and arrogant, but like Isaac, he meant well. I might as well get into my take on him now. Now, I like to think that he sometimes ventures out to the Kirk Ronan branch to pull passengers and goods. It's from time to time. While he's happy with passengers, he complains a bit about how goods work he does. Like, for goodness sakes, why do I have to pull a goods train? You know, something like that. And Charlotte's just like, and I guess if he passes by like Charlotte, she's just like, oh, come on, Robert. you know, goods work is just as important and as passengers. And Robert's just like, whatever. But deep down, he does know that Charlotte is just trying to help him cheer up. And no matter what, he knows that a friend is just there to help out a friend in need. And like I said earlier with Charlotte, I like to think that he sometimes gets into arguments with Isaac and tries to one-up him. Like, tries to prove that he's the more responsible of him. Like, he's more responsible than him. And Charlotte has to come in and make them get along. And when they do get along, Robert is more nicer. And he's actually, the way I view it, he's actually kind of more of a friendlier engine when you get to know him. At the end of the day, no matter how he is, he could just call Isaac and Charlotte his friends. And the line, and the island Sodor, their home. There you go. And that's my headcanon for Isaac, Charlotte, and Robert. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!